Well, I'm pleased to welcome the Eastman School of Music Professor of Composing and Composer David Liptak to the program. Great to have you in studio. Welcome.
It's nice to be here. Thank you for asking me.
So your visit is tied to a couple of things. It's the Eastman Faculty Artist Series and specifically your concert coming up on October 7th. It's a Monday at 7:30. Let's start with the Faculty Artist Series itself because the word faculty perhaps provides a misconception, but these are really just great concerts showcasing great works of music, right?
Yeah, they are. We have on the Eastman School of Music a large faculty and performers that are at the top of their profession, and a composition faculty which is very strong with composers who are renowned. The Faculty Artist Series is a series which is a professional series. It's great for the school to have that. It's great for the students to see their teachers in this capacity here on site at Eastman. And we enjoy as a faculty presenting these concerts. The performers who are playing are playing repertoire they would play on their concerts they're doing anywhere. It's a very professional event, and the composers often bring in performers to play their music on these concerts.
Let's talk specifically about your concert again coming up on October 7th in the Hatch Recital Hall.
That's right.
What will we experience that night?
Well, it's a piano recital, first of all. I was a pianist when I was younger. There are two composers represented. I am one of them. The other is George Crumb. George Crumb is a senior and very well-known American composer. He's in his 90th year this year. I'm in my 70th year, so I enjoyed, there's a kind of a parallel there. When I was a student, George Crumb's music was extremely influential. He wrote a number of pieces for solo piano, two of which are sets of pieces called Macrocosmos, Macrocosmos 1 and 2. They're organized in the same way, and each contain 12 pieces named after a constellation in the zodiac. And when I was a student, I played some of these in concerts for the Eastman Musica Nova Ensemble, which was established way back then. The Eastman Musica Nova Ensemble still exists as the school's new music ensemble. It's conducted by Bradley Lubman, who's a wonderful conductor. Anyway, these pieces have always stayed with me, so I found myself writing constellations for a reason some 40 years after I played it as a student. And I wasn't really thinking about George Crumb's music as I was writing. I just was writing the piece, and I was gathering music from the influences that I was having at that time. And only afterwards, I began to realize I was really making kind of a parallel piece to George's music. The Constellations piece has 9 movements, each of which is titled by a constellation. And these and are not part of the zodiac, which is the opposite of what George Crumb did in entitling his Macrocosmos pieces.
So who will be playing these pieces then?
The pianist is Unmi Ko. She is a pianist based in Tampa. I wrote Constellations about 10 years ago. Some 5 years ago, Unmi Ko took up the performance of these pieces and has played them all over the world. Multiple times. So she's really adopted these pieces as her own, and she plays them superbly. As part of that, she's recently played this program in San Francisco, and now she's duplicating it here. The program consists of these 2 pieces by George Crumb, plus my entire set of constellations.
You have a new CD recently released as well that ties directly to this performance. We'll go ahead and have a look at that and tell us, a little bit more about what inspired you to look to the stars, so to speak.
Oh, I see. People ask me that, not infrequently, because, I guess I wrote these in 2010, and back then I was especially interested in things astronomical. I love the stories of the constellations. I love the old stories, and I like the way the stars are assembled in the night sky. And it really interested me, and I wrote several pieces before I wrote Constellations, which have relationships to starry scenes. Now the recording, and I'll hold it up if I may. The recording is called Constellations, after the name of the piece, and there are 2 of my pieces there. It is a recording of the solo piece Constellations, which is a 40-minute piece for solo piano, and then a concerto for piano and percussion. The soloist in both pieces is Unmi Ko, the pianist. And in fact, the concerto was written for her. Yeah, I would say that's the case.
Okay. Ultimately, from this performance coming up on the 7th, what do you hope audiences will take away from that evening in the Hatch Recital Hall?
Yeah, I hope they really enjoy both composers' music. I hope they really find something about those pieces which touches them. There is a poetic quality to George Crumb's music, which I hope is related to the kind of expressive work that I try to do. I'm very interested in telling stories with my music, showing through my music images that might be important to them. I really do see these images of stars when I'm listening to my music.
Interesting. Perhaps others will as well, and perhaps it will inspire them to look to the stars as well. We thank you for your time. Great to have you in studio. Good luck with the CD, and of course, good luck with the upcoming concert as well.
Thanks very much.
If you'd like to get tickets and be inspired as well by Constellations, go to the box office or dial 274-3000 or go online at eastmantheater.org. We'll share that link on our site as well at rochesterfirst.com.